Hi, welcome to Bob's Reloading Tips. Today I'm going to demonstrate hand priming. A lot of people prime on the press. They decap and size on the upstroke and prime on the downstroke. Well, that's fine, but you're actually priming a dirty primer pocket. I prefer not to do that. I prefer to clean out my primer pockets so they're pristine and use a hand priming tool off the press to do my priming. I've used a couple of tools. The Lee is excellent, very cheap, but I'm beginning to prefer the RCBS hand priming tool here. It has a nice feature. It has a universal shell holder. You don't need to change this. This will, I believe, support 32 ACP up to 4570, which is a pretty broad range of cases. If you're priming between large and small primers, you do have to change this feed port here and also the primer punch, but that's all. It's pretty easy to do. Another nice feature is that the priming tray will accept 100 primers. It doesn't overlap the primers so that some fall out when you're trying to do it. You can get a standard package of primers in the tray, small or large. So let's go ahead and prime some cases. Today I'm priming 223 with small primers. So the first thing I do is remove the top of the primer tray, and you'll notice this comes with a slider here. This actually prevents primers entering the port here until you want them to do so. So what you do is just set that to seal the port. Take a packet of primers. There's 100 here. Open them up. It's 100, and look at this. This is a nice bit. Place primer tray over there, turn it over, and all your primers are the correct way up. Then, with a little bit of care here, because you know how these things tend to jump around, you fit the lid on here, and all your primers are the correct way up. Now, if you've used some of the others, you'll find that because of the overlap you get primers every which way, and it's okay. You can actually set them up by shaking the thing around, but these are all correct. Get them down here so that they're ready at the port, and that's where this stop comes in. It stops them coming out until you put them into the port here. There we go. So we now, because we're ready to prime, we open this port, and our first primer is ready to go here. Priming, you should actually wear safety glasses, and you use some logic, point the case away from your face while you're priming. What this tool is really good for, you get a feel for your primers seating properly. Okay, I've just loaded 100 223 cases in about 17 minutes, so I think that's pretty good. RCBS hand priming tool. And finally, a little safety aspect here is this here. What this does is when you punch the primer into the case, this seals off this port here, which goes into the primer tray, so that if in the unlikely event that the primer does go off in the case, the flash doesn't go across and ignite the other primers in the tray. That's a good feature. RCBS hand priming tool. Highly recommended. Thanks for watching.